He's more than a basketball player. He's a global icon, a brand, a symbol of excellence. You know the name Michael Jordan. You've seen the highlights, the gravity-defying dunks, the clutch shots. You know the 6 rings, the MVP trophies, the legend of Air Jordan. But behind the bright lights and the deafening cheers lies a story of relentless drive, crushing defeats, and a comeback that redefined what it means to be a champion. This is the untold story of Michael Jordan, the journey of a man who didn't just play the game, he changed it forever. It all started not on the polished floors of the NBA, but on a humble backyard court in Wilmington, North Carolina. Michael wasn't born a prodigy. In fact, he was famously cut from his high school's varsity team. Imagine that. The man who would become the greatest of all time was once told he wasn't good enough. For many, that rejection would have been the end. For Michael, it was the beginning. It lit a fire inside him, a competitive inferno that would fuel his entire career. He spent that summer practicing relentlessly, turning a moment of failure into the foundation of his greatness. By the time he got to the University of North Carolina, that fire was burning bright. Under the legendary coach Dean Smith, Jordan learned the importance of teamwork and discipline. And then came the moment that announced his arrival on the national stage, the 1982 NCAA championship game. With seconds on the clock, a freshman named Mike Jordan took a jumper that clinched the title for the Tar Heels. It was his first taste of championship glory, the first of many iconic, game-winning shots. He wasn't just a player anymore, he was a star in the making. In 1984, the Chicago Bulls drafted Jordan with the 3rd overall pick. It's hard to believe now, but 2 teams passed on him. The Bulls were a struggling franchise at the time, but from the moment Jordan stepped onto the court, everything changed. His incredible athleticism, his acrobatic layups, his tongue-out dunks, he was a human highlight reel. He quickly earned the nickname Air Jordan for his ability to seemingly hang in there. He won Rookie of the Year and became an instant all-star, single-handedly turning Bulls games into must-see events. But individual brilliance wasn't enough. The late 80s were a period of intense frustration for Jordan, the obstacle, a tough, physical team from Detroit known as the Bad Boy Pistons. For 3 straight years, the Pistons eliminated the Bulls from the playoffs. They implemented the Jordan rules, a defensive strategy designed to physically punish him every time he touched the ball. These weren't just losses. They were brutal defeats that tested Jordan's resolve. Many questioned if his flashy style could ever lead to a championship. Jordan, however, didn't back down. He hit the weight room, got stronger, and honed every aspect of his game, determined to overcome his rivals. And then, in 1991, everything clicked. With Scottie Pippen emerging as a true co-star and Phil Jackson's triangle offense providing the structure, the Bulls finally broke through. They swept the Pistons in the Eastern Conference Finals, a symbolic passing of the torch. Jordan and the Bulls went on to defeat Magic Johnson's Los Angeles Lakers in the NBA Finals, bringing Chicago its first-ever championship. It was a moment of pure vindication. The individual superstar had become a champion. What followed was pure dominance. The Bulls, led by Jordan, went on to win 2 more consecutive championships, completing their first three-peat. Jordan was on top of the world. He was the most famous athlete on the planet, a marketing powerhouse whose jump and logo was recognized globally. He had reached the pinnacle of his sport. And then, in a move that shocked the entire world, he walked away. In the fall of 1993, just weeks before the start of a new season, Michael Jordan announced his retirement from basketball. The recent and tragic loss of his father, who had always dreamed of Michael playing professional baseball, weighed heavily on him. He said he had lost the desire to play the game. So, at the peak of his powers, the greatest basketball player on earth traded his sneakers for a baseball bat, signing a minor league contract with the Chicago White Sox organization. His baseball career was, to put it mildly, not as successful. But it was a journey he needed to take, a way to honor his father and find himself away from the constant spotlight of the NBA. But the fire never truly went out. After a year and a half away, the itch to compete returned. In March 1995, a simple, two-word press release sent shockwaves through the sports world: "I'm back." Jordan's return wasn't immediately triumphant. Wearing number 45, the Bulls were eliminated from the playoffs that season. But just like when he was cut from his high school team, that setback only made him more determined. The following season, the 1995-96 season, is perhaps the most legendary in NBA history. A motivated, focused Michael Jordan, back in his number 23 jersey, led the Bulls to a then-record 72 wins and only 10 losses. They stormed through the playoffs and won their fourth NBA championship. The image of an emotional Jordan, clutching the basketball on the floor on Father's Day, is one of the most powerful in sports history. The comeback was complete, but he wasn't done. The Bulls went on to win two more championships in 1997 and 1998, completing their second three-peat of the decade. These years were filled with iconic moments: the flu game, where a visibly ill Jordan scored 38 points in a crucial finals game, and the last shot, his final championship-clinching jumper as a Chicago Bull. It was the perfect storybook ending to an unparalleled career. Michael Jordan's impact goes far beyond the 6 rings and the scoring titles. He transformed NBA into a global phenomenon. He showed that an athlete could be a worldwide brand. His work ethic, his competitive spirit, and his refusal to accept anything less than greatness became a blueprint for success, not just in sports, but in any field. He taught us that failure isn't the end, but a stepping stone. He showed us that even the greatest can face setbacks, but it's how you respond that defines you. The story of Michael Jordan isn't just about a guy who could jump high and score a lot of points. It's a story about human potential. It's about the power of a relentless will to win. It's a testament to the idea that with enough hard work and dedication, you can overcome any obstacle and achieve the impossible. His legacy isn't just in the rafters or the record books. It's in the inspiration he continues to provide to millions around the world. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this look into the legend of MJ, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more stories.